How to create a video part with a moving zoom in or magnified effect on a moving part on your video that you're editing, whether it's for anime or a video clip that you want to edit using the Inshot Video Editor app. We're going to use the keyframe tool and the magnifier effect. Let's get started. To add the magnify effect, you'll want to go into the part that says sticker right here. And once you're there, assuming you have the latest update of the Inshot Editor app, you'll see where it says detail and you'll see magnifier, this option right here. And once you select it, you'll notice this circle where it's going to appear right here. And you can go ahead and adjust the size of it and also increase the magnification as to how much zoom in you want it to be. Now, once you're done with that, you can go ahead now and place it at the start point of that moving object. And in this video, I'm just going to use my finger just to kind of give you an idea of how this is going to work. It's not the perfect example. Of course, you will use this for a moving object, a moving person, a head, or something. So now after you have put in your magnify zoom effect here, you will want to make sure it's set to the start point of where you want it to start, and then to the end point of where you want it to stop following that moving object. So you can adjust it by pulling on these tabs and stop until you reach the part that you want it to be, okay? So I'm just gonna put mine to the end of the video, and you do that how far you want it to be following that moving object, okay? Now the next thing is, while you are on the magnify editing section, while you see this here shown, you'll see where it says keyframe. So you'll start now by tapping on the keyframe icon here. And as I do that, you'll notice a upside down green triangle right there. So now you want to move the timeline section first, and you want to do this bit by bit or point by point. So by that, what I mean is I'm going to move my timeline, and then the moving object is going to be moving because we're basically moving the video itself. And once we reach to a part where we have to move the zoom in effect so that it can stay in sync or at least follow that moving item, we'll now place the magnify effect here and move it over to stay on top of the part we want it to be. Once I let it go, after I move this part here, you'll notice another upside down green triangle will appear. And that's your next keyframe point as to what it's gonna be following. So we'll do that again. We'll move the timeline area here. And you just wanna do this and make sure it stays in sync with your moving object. So you can have it zoomed in on the moving object at all times. So you wanna do this to the point where it's constantly following it. All right, so the key is to move the timeline first, and as the object moves, then you will come back up here and move the zoom effect or the magnify effect and follow it. And you'll notice how I have so much little diamonds down here. These are all keyframe points. So now it's going up, I'll move it up. Moving the timeline again. I'll have it follow the top part here because I want to zoom in just on the head part, or if it's a head, it would be like that, okay? And then now moving again. Once again, moving the timeline, moving the zoom effect until we reach the end part as to how long we want this keyframe to be playing with the magnify effect. Okay, and once you're done, you go ahead and press the check mark here now. And to test it out, if it works, go ahead and press play. And you'll see that the zoom effect is following the head, okay, which is just my finger, but just for demonstration purposes, you'll get an idea of how it works, okay? Now, just to say if you make a mistake and you've inserted a keyframe point that you don't want, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna go back to sticker to get access to the magnify effect here. You'll tap on it, and now you'll notice the keyframe section is now able to be selected. But in order to move one of these points here in this part here, these upside down triangle points, you'll place the white bar here over that keyframe. And every time you place it over a upside down point, you'll notice the keyframe lights up in a red circle with a minus, which means you'll tap on it and it will remove it for you. Hopefully this guide was helpful. Like, sub, and thanks for watching.